Here I am in the Beyond Kindness van. This is their bedroom. They're not there now, so we can peek in. People have been writing in and have a lot of questions about what goes on the Beyond Kindness Great 48 State Tour. So luckily I'm here with Joanne, and she's gonna ask your most burning questions. So people wanna know, Joanne, do you grocery shop every day?
Oh no, no. We have a big freezer, and I stock the van with chicken and meats and fish. And this is the refrigerator, and we stock that. But we usually go in and get bananas, and we get frozen fruit to put in our smoothies, and lettuce, like those salads, self-contained. And then we have it with meat. We eat pretty simply. But we usually eat in. We don't eat out very much.
People want to know what a typical day is in the van and on the road.
We travel almost every day, besides speaking days and a couple other days that we're gonna hang out with friends or family. So we get up, we have coffee right away, and I usually get coffee in bed. And Jack usually is on his computer answering emails, promoting his book in the seat, and I'm back in the bed reading and scheduling. And then we're on the road for a few hundred miles. We put in probably almost 8,000 miles, and we've been gone probably almost 7 weeks. Mm-hmm. It's an average of about 250 miles a day, but that's average. Some are 500 days, some are
So
short.
how many hours is that a day?
Well, you always have to add an hour to whatever the Google says. So I think, so about 7, 8 hours. Yeah.
A lot of sitting, a lot of buns.
Yeah. And when Jack wants to take a nap, he crawls in the back and takes a nap, and then I drive, and I get to listen to my podcast. And I like that.
I'm sure people thinking you're going to all 48 states, you're going to hit all the highlights, you're going to see every monument, all the top 10 things to do. What is it like when you drive into a state? How much sightseeing do you get to do? Or are you kind of constrained by your speaking tour and the engagements that you have, the deadlines that you have to meet?
I bet for the first month we didn't sightsee except for Mount Rushmore and Niagara Falls and the Badlands, like big. What I insisted on is that we go the back roads. That's one way that we saw the country. So it took maybe an hour more every day, but at least we weren't just on the freeways. But until recently, until Florida or so, maybe the Outer Banks, we really didn't sightsee. We're very much constricted by speaking engagements, and it's a work vacation. It's Jack's speaking over 20 times and book signing, so it's definitely work. But we're having fun too, and we're starting to relax a little bit. It's South Dakota. We went along the south part of South Dakota. Really like that, and then I don't know what part of Florida that was, but it was gorgeous. The beaches, we really liked that. We would like to see more of Tennessee actually, and we loved Mississippi and Alabama, which was a surprise.
People are wondering, wow, you're traveling, you get to eat out every meal, but I know that's not the case, and besides, you'd be like 100 pounds heavier if you did. Tell us your routine about how do you cook in the van, how often do you cook, and what do you cook?
Coffee is a big thing for us. The best thing we decided on was the big French press. We boil on our little stove here, and this stove can be brought inside or out. It's propane, and it can boil water very quickly. Breakfast is next. We use the Ninja. We make the smoothies in here with powdered peanut butter and powdered greens and frozen fruit bananas. And then for dinner, this is the little crock pot that a lot of you have seen. And it holds just enough for 2 of us.
Yeah,
I put
that's
chicken,
perfect.
fish, meat, anything with rice or salsa, and then I put it inside here
In the sink.
in the sink. Usually I bungee it in.
That's our kitchen, folks.
Yeah, that's my galley. Freezer, so we have ice cream.
Ice cream, that's a treat. What are you sitting on?
Oh my gosh, Emily. So actually this is a game changer. This is our seat, isn't it beautiful? My husband made it. But this is a toilet.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
You mean you don't have to run to a gas station bathroom?
Oh no, I actually prefer this because I know it's clean. It has a little suitcase, and we just flush it right here. And see, so in the toilet paper is right here. And we can stealth camp anywhere. That means on any street, anywhere downtown.
Sleep in your car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people call that homelessness, but no, yours is intentional.
Very intentional, very comfy. The
Yeah.
bed is almost a king size, and it's very comfortable.
I know that you've camped in your van before, you've lived in it and traveled in it many times before. On this long-term continuous trek, Has there been anything that surprised you? Is there anything maybe you packed and you wish you didn't? Or is there anything you left at home that you wish you brought?
There's lots of canned goods I brought that I will never use. We pack more clothes and, you know, you never use that many, but we're gonna hit the snow, so we probably will need that long underwear pretty soon. Jack says his shampoo and cream rinse is way too big because we carry these into the shower, these little with strings on them, and we have our own. See?
That's when you're at a campground, right?
Yeah, to showers.
yeah.
But we're used to living in small spaces because we've lived on boats so much in our life. And I think the only time we get on each other's nerves is like our driving habits. I'm not too patient with Jack, and I'm a little bit nervous on freeways. I guess because I've lived in small towns for so many years, and so I really am trying to be more kind in that area. And not everybody could do it, but we're outside too every night. I try to make it a home. I try to have a little decoration, a candle at night. It's been a great experience.
Are you ready to come home?
Yes.
She didn't wait to answer that at all. I'm sure your family's anxious to have you home, and we're looking forward to celebrating and welcoming you to California in December.
Great.
Hang in
Can't
there.
wait. Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Like a lot of garages, it can be confusing when you first look at it.
This is
It's quite organized.
This is like a 4